Physiology Nightly. I'm Bitch Zebarth. My co-host Jet Siri will be joining us later on, and we'll speak with guest speaker Zach Cosell. Alfred Hershey and Martha Chase, two scientists, forever linked by an amazing discovery. Hershey was born in Michigan in 1908 on December 4th, whereas Chase was born in Cleveland Heights, Ohio on November 30th of 1927. Now you may be asking yourself, how are two scientists separated by 19 years of age able to come to such a great conclusion? Chase was under Hershey as a laboratory assistant in a lab in New York. This led to a great relationship between them. Hershey had previously performed experiments on the bacteriophage, giving him background information on the substance they were working for. During the 1940s, most scientists were skeptical that DNA could really carry genetic material. They believed this information would be located in the proteins, which were much more complex to their belief. This belief was proven wrong when Hershey and Chase discovered that DNA carried genetic material. That is all. Off to you, Zach.
Oh, hello there. Hershey and Chase then started their 1952 to 1953 series of experiments to discover the source of genetic material. Their experiments were conducted on the T2 phage virus. This virus consisted of a protein shell containing its genetic material. The phage infects bacteria by attaching to the bacterium's membrane and inserting its genetic material inside. Now, for their first experiment, the two started by substituting the DNA of the phages with radioactive phosphorus-32. Phosphorus is present in DNA, but not in any of the 20 amino acids that make proteins. Then, they had the phage infect the bacteria E. coli, not Ebola. Hershey and Chase observed the phage and saw the transfer of P32 DNA into the cytoplasm of the bacterium. For their second experiment, the two added sulfur-35 into the phages. To contrast with phosphorus, sulfur is present in amino acids that make protein, but not in DNA. Once they infected the E. coli with the sulfur-35, they sheared off the viral protein shells and infected membranes with none other than a high-speed blender. Following the blending, the cells and viral coats were separated by using a centrifuge, which is a machine that rapidly spins its contents and applies centrifugal force. After separation, S35 was seen in the protein shells, but not in any of the infected bacteria. This shows that the DNA had been transferred into the bacterial cell. In conclusion, it proved that the hypothesis that DNA is the genetic material that carries the information for inheritance.
And now off to my co-host, Jet Siri, who has more information on how this discovery not only changed the lives of people at that time, but is still changing lives to this very day.
Chase found that bacteriophages infected bacteria with their DNA and not much of their protein. This was important because at the time most scientists believed the DNA was too simple to carry hereditary information and that protein did instead. This went against that idea. Hershey, along with Max Delbruck and Salvador Luria, was given a Nobel Prize in 1969 for his contributions to physiology and medicine. These findings are useful today in several fields, including forensic science, crime investigation, and genealogy through genetic fingerprinting.
Goodwood living to me. God only knows what I'd be without you. And God only.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love she want?
Hershey. What did I do?
Oh my God!
That was
awesome.
That was the worst.
Alright,
That
so
was
Alfred
awesome.
Hershey and Martha Chase, two scientists forever linked, with one amazing conclusion. We hope that this evening, like the experiment, your mind has been blended with new material. Thanks for watching. We will see you next week. This is Mitch Zebarth signing off.
How do you like the show? She said I was very amused. I started throwing bass, she started throwing back mid-range. But when I sprung the question, she acted kind of strange. Because when I asked, do you have a man? She tried to pretend. She said, no I don't, I only have a friend. Come on, I'm not even going for it. This is what I'm going to sing. You got what I need. But but you say he just a friend.